What's up, welcome to Nowstalgia. Dave here with a review of NewJeans' new single album, Supernatural, featuring the two songs Supernatural and Right Now. These two singles are NewJeans' first Japanese songs. Of course, all their music to this point has been Korean/English. And of course, we're just a month removed from NewJeans dropping How Sweet and Bubblegum, two Korean songs. So I'm really thinking about these four songs together due to their quick release. Coming into this, I was a bit more excited just because I think Japanese music from K-pop groups is often super underrated and overlooked. I look no further than a group like ITZY. I think their Japanese catalog to this point is almost universally awesome and really some of the best music they've ever made. They made tons of bangers in that regard. Shout out Voltage. But often the Japanese releases from K-pop groups are not all to think about in terms of like the core release, so to speak. But it doesn't seem like NewJeans is treating that music this way. And of course, Supernatural is coming at a fraught time for NewJeans, to no fault of their own. Of course, I'm speaking to the ongoing uneasiness between Adore, their sub-label, and then the parent company labeled HYBE, and the consistent drama that's been going on with that. And I talked about that when I talked about How Sweet, so I don't have to kind of relitigate that. There hasn't been too many updates, ultimately. Nonetheless, my thoughts about NewJeans Supernatural and Right Now are very similar to how I felt it last month with How Sweet and Bubblegum, in the sense that NewJeans is a really awesome group that I'm a huge fan of, and they've had a really great run to this point, making a lot of bangers, a lot of really fresh songs as they've kind of pioneered a new sound in terms of modern K-pop right now, really not having any peers in that regard. The problem with the recent music, it just doesn't quite compare to the really high bar they've set for themselves. Of course, that is totally okay and really to be expected ultimately with any musical act. I just find these songs less successful, less interesting, less fun than some of their other hits that I really, really love. These songs are really smooth and pleasant and kind of in line with the NewJeans sound. I think Supernatural, dabbling a little bit in New Jack Swing, a little bit different, but still ultimately in that Y2K, light, breezy, summery aesthetic we've come to know at NewJeans over the last 2 years. There's not really big vocal moments on these songs. There's nothing super catchy about them per se, even though How Sweet seems to have been pretty successful. I think Supernatural is going to be pretty successful as well. They're a popular group. But I think just in comparison to their strongest music to this point, this is just less interesting to me. I mentioned the New Jack Swing with Supernatural, Hand Clap, very reminiscent of, say, Bruno Mars' Finesse remix with Cardi B, very similar, clearly giving you a throwback vibe like much of NewJeans' music. I think vocally, though, as I said, just kind of okay. Like the chorus doesn't quite build up enough for me. I think of really iconic moments from NewJeans, right? Like Heron on the Hype Boy chorus, for example. Really big moment. They don't really have these on Supernatural or Right Now or the music from last month. I think Right Now is a better song than Supernatural, just like I thought Bubblegum was better than How Sweet. In both instances, I like the B-side more than the single. Right Now, the drum tempo just kind of immediately picks you up, and the delivery and the verses from NewJeans is just a lot faster. It stands out to me more. But the song kind of slows down with that breakdown. Like, it's pretty smooth, but yeah, I can tell who's swinging as a fan of the group. But I feel like the big talents of someone like Hani, for example, she's just not really allowed to do a whole lot on this song. It's really just kind of an ensemble song. I don't know. It's just, I'm not even that disappointed because last month was kind of lackluster for me already. So these four songs, as I've been saying, definitely their least significant work to this point. I think that's kind of hard to debate at this point when you compare this to the Get Up EP or Ditto and OMG or the debut. We're not swimming in that ballpark at all. It's okay. The NewJeans debut album, though, for me, the full-length album, I should say, that has a lot of riding on it for me because I need some hitters on that at this point because now we're a year removed since they dropped a big banger for me. Of course, it's been a year since ETA and Super Shy and whatnot. So no concerns overall about this group. I'm assuming the label stuff will take care of itself. NewJeans has been so successful, and they remain incredibly interesting to me for how they operate in terms of not really following any of the current K-pop trends. So even if I've been less interested in the music this year, I think they're still kind of a torchbearer in terms of fourth generation K-pop groups and K-pop girl groups of any generation right now. So all in all, I think the momentum will continue. I would not be shocked if Supernatural takes off to a certain degree, but I think really I'm looking forward to that full length and the tour to come next year, and very excited about that. But yeah, let me know, what did you think of NewJeans Supernatural? Are you kind of blah on it like me? Do you like it more? Let me know. And for more music reviews, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.